Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jodi and today's video is going to be all about natural looking lips with a little bit of a trick of the eye and just using 3 products to give your lips that more plump, larger appearance, but one that is natural enough to wear out in all types of lighting, setting, indoors, outdoors. And tomorrow, if you don't like it, you can go back to your normal look. So it's nothing permanent, nothing semi-permanent. It is all just some artistry at work on the lips. So let's get started. I have a little bit of a lip gloss on right now, so I'm gonna take that off just so you can see exactly what we're gonna be doing. So again, as I said, we're gonna be using 3 products. A 4th product and some toilet paper will be added to the end of the video to give this look some staying power. So if you have a special event or if you're going to be out talking to people and drinking coffee, wine, whatever, and you don't want to leave that look on your glass, then stay tuned to the end where I will give you some tips on how I keep mine on throughout my lipstick on throughout the evening or throughout the day. So the first thing that we're going to do that might surprise you is we're going to start with a lip liner, but a very nude color. This is actually called Nude in Smashbox. Now there are different brands and I'll have all of the brands that I'm using listed in the description box below. It really does not, it's less important the brand. It's far more important on the color. So in terms of color for your individual skin tone, you want to go about 2 shades lighter than your normal skin tone. So say for example, if you were going to put an eyeliner in that line, if you were going to brighten that, what color you would use would be true to the same color you would want to use for this. So again, I use Smashbox, and the reason I like Smashbox eyeline pencils or lip lining pencils is because they have a self-sharpening tool right inside the lid. So you'll see today we're going to use this for a few things and I can resharpen it in between each application. So to start, we're going to start with the lips. And I will always just line outside my lips with a much brighter lip pencil. Now this doesn't look crazy out in light. I'm gonna be a little bit more dramatic in terms of a heavy hand for purposes of demonstration so you can really get the look or the technique and application. But obviously in your bathroom, in your vanity, you're gonna wanna go a little bit lighter than what I'm doing. Unless maybe not, if you're gonna be on camera, you definitely wanna go similar heavy-handed as I am. And then on the top, I'm just gonna go with the V in the Cupid's bow and just do a V that we tend to lose as we get a little older. And then I'm just gonna go right outside my natural lip line. And then what you can do is you can take that same pen and just go on those 2 lines. Again, that Cupid's bow that just gives you that nice highlighted look. So from there, I'm not gonna blend it in, but in fact, I'm going to reach for now my lip liner. Now this is NYX Nude, is that Nude correct? Yeah, Natural. This is NYX Natural, and I picked this up at the drugstore. Amazon carries it as well. Again, all the products will be listed in the description box below if you're interested in using these. I like the NYX because it is a nice neutral color, if you'll be able to see that, but it also lasts a long time throughout the day. But again, if you add some staying power to it with a little product at the end, and I'll show you what that is. So from there, I'm just gonna line my lips inside the line that I just drew. So this is more of the coloring inside the lines step, and I just give it a nice little base of color because my lips are a little bit, I feel like as I get older, and I'm interested in your comments below if this is happening to you, the older I get, the more transparent almost my skin is looking on my lips. And by transparent, I mean it's just, it seems like it's becoming less thick and more opaque. So I add a little bit of a darker base or foundation before I add the lipstick. So there's just a little bit of a lip liner, and then from there I'll go ahead and add my product. In this case, I'm going to use the L'Oreal 910, which is Shining Peach for all of us Georgia beauties down in the South. So Georgia Peach is a nice neutral natural color. I really like this. I actually buy a couple of them. Again, I get these on Amazon, but I usually buy 3 at a time. They're under $8. I'll keep one in my purse, one in my vanity area, and then one in my car. It does typically get melted by sometime in July, though, I will say, as hot as it gets. You might make sure it's not somewhere where you're gonna care if it gets melted. So then from there, I will just line the lips and color inside the lines. And we all know how to apply some version of lipstick. Now at this stage, I'll typically go back, and you can use a brush. They do have really nice lipstick brushes, or you can pick up a drugstore lip brush, as long as it's more of a dense brush with a lot of bristles closely, tightly packed together, because then you can really fill in the product in the little lines within your lips, and that also helps defy the look of age. From there, what I will do is go back to that original nude pen that you had, and again, because it has a sharpening tool inside the lid, I will often go back to my tear duct with that same color and just brighten underneath the eye and up above. And just by following your eyelid line, if I say lash line, but there's no lashes the more you go in towards your eye, unless you use a lash serum. Then sometimes you might find, if you do use a lash serum, that you'll start to grow a few little lashes right in towards the inner part of your eye, which I will just pluck those if that was the case, if you wanted, or you could keep them. And so I will use this for a few purposes. And then sometimes I'll even go right underneath my eyebrow. Now, because of bacteria, I'm always fearful of that. So I will, if I'm gonna do my inner eye, then I'll do my eyebrow in that order. But I rarely, if ever, I try not to catch myself, don't put anything close to my eye if I haven't resharpened it, because I do like to have a fresh, clean, sharpened, no product on the tip of my pencil when I go near my eye. Again, just for bacteria purposes. In this case, I did my eye first, so then I'll just go back to my eyebrow and highlight just underneath my brow, again with the same multi-use Smashbox liner. And I'm not even sure if this is marketed as it's a crayon waterproof. It doesn't really, it doesn't say which kind of liner, if it's for the lips or for the eyes, so we're gonna use it for both. Then, as I promised, the staying power. Now, I learned this from an artist that did my makeup for a Halloween party years ago, and I thought, gosh, why doesn't anybody talk about that? That is a great tip. What she did is she took, once my lips were the way we wanted them with the color, then we took a loose translucent powder. In this case, I am using, of course, the highly regarded Laura Mercier translucent powder that I usually will set under my eyes to keep my concealer in place. But in this case, it's also dual purpose. So what she did is she just took a if it was 2-ply toilet paper, just rip it into one. And so it's a 1-ply. And then take your powder brush, dip it into some of your translucent powder, and then put your 1-ply over your lips. And blot with a little bit of powder. And what that powder does is it's milled finely enough. It's a finely milled powder that you don't have sort of that matte, dry look on your lips, but just like the powder, the translucent powder sets your concealer in place, it also sets your lipstick in place throughout the day. So it's not completely foolproof or waterproof. If you are drinking a lot out of a wine bottle, hopefully you're having so much fun that you're drinking directly out of the bottle. But if you're drinking out of a wine glass or a water glass or whatever glass you prefer, this won't keep your lipstick from sticking, or throughout the course of an evening or an hour or a few hours as you're talking at a picnic or a setting or a reunion or whatever. It will absolutely help set your lipstick. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up so that I know this is the type of content you're interested in. Hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified anytime I post a new video, which will be Mondays and Thursdays. And as always, I love your comments below if you have any thoughts on other videos or tutorials that you would like to see. I hope you use this trick. It does absolutely work, and you will look gorgeous throughout the day or the evening, whichever you are going to enjoy in the summertime. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.